Welcome to Thoroughbred Action from Gulfstream Park. I'm your host, Ron Nicoletti. We're here for Thursday's action. We have 10 races to look at. And you know what? Let's get right to those track and weather conditions.
The main track sloppy. All races are taken off the turf this afternoon. Our first race, a 1-mile event. Starter, optional claimer. Fillies and Mares, 4-year-olds and up. Scratch the 3, Love Shack. Also scratch number 8, I Ain't Gonna Lie.
They're off. Vianney Lane came out well from the inside, goes out to take the early lead, and right alongside is Italian Rose with some early speed as well. And now the field races out of the mile chute toward the backstretch. And it is Vianney Lane on the inside, the leader. Shalala running in second by another 2.5. Don't Tell Patty follows in third. 3Bs is fourth. Zeffy is fifth. Now 6.5 lengths off the lead, and another 5 lengths back to Italian Rose and Repentless Lady at the back. 23-3 was the opening quarter mile as Vianney Lane and Joel Rosario lead the way by 2.5 lengths. And Shalala follows in second. And then it's Don't Tell Patty third at the half-mile pole. 3Bs has 8 lengths to make up at this stage, and then comes Zeffy. It's another 4 lengths back to Italian Rose and Repentless Lady, and they've been outrun so far after a sharp half in 46 seconds flat. Vianney Lane by 3 lengths on the far turn. Shalala second. Don't Tell Patty now being pushed on for more speed in third. 7 lengths back, and then comes Zeffy, followed by 3Bs on the inside, and they're coming toward the top of the stretch. And Vianney Lane keeps on rolling on the lead here. 3/4 went in 1:11 flat. They're into the stretch, and Vianney Lane's got a 2.5 length lead. And then it's Shalala and Don't Tell Patty to the outside. Another furlong to go for Vianney Lane, who maintains that 2.5 length advantage over Shalala. And Don't Tell Patty on the outside. Shalala's coming at Vianney Lane as they come down to the wire. Here comes Shalala. Shalala got her. Vianney Lane settles for second. Don't Tell Patty was third. Then Zeffy.
It's all about the U. Number 7, Shalala, comes from off the pace to win it for Hurricane Boys Racing Stable, trained by Nick Zito, ridden to victory today by 10-pound apprentice Carson Sullivan. Second race, 1-mile claiming event for 4-year-olds and up. We have 1 scratch in here, and it's number 3, Unbridled Saint.
They're off. Top Excitement was slow to get going. Stephen A. had a good break from the outside. And then it's Matisse and Victory Courts as the field races out of the chute. And it's going to be Matisse to come through on the inside to grab the lead. On the outside, Stephen A. is running in second position, and Victory Courts is right there, third by 2. Then Gallant Patriot and Top Excitement's well out of the race early. A good 13 lengths off the lead. That first quarter was 24-1. Matisse and Jose Caraballo make the pace. They're on top a length and a half. Stephen A. is running in second position. Victory Courts third to the outside, and then Gallant Patriot. Top Excitement's got closer. Now 7 lengths off the lead with a half-mile to go. It is Matisse in front, past a half in 47 2/5 seconds, and leads the charge into the far turn by a length and a half. Victory Courts on the outside. Stephen A. has the inside and is now moving up between those two. And then it's Gallant Patriot in fourth. Top Excitement still a bit closer, 5 lengths off the lead and racing wide. They're coming toward the top of the stretch. Matisse on the inside. Stephen A. right alongside. Victory Courts trying to go with them. Gallant Patriot's fourth. They're into the stretch. And it's Stephen A. Stephen A. is taking the lead on the outside. Matisse back to second on the rail. They've left the others behind. Stephen A. pulling away by 3 at the 16th pole over Matisse. And it's a Nick Zito daily double here. Stephen A. wins going away. Matisse was second, and then came Top Excitement in Victory Courts.
Number 6, Stephen A. wins it and gives trainer Nick Zito both halves of the early daily double. This one owned by Joseph Morse and Hurricane Boys Racing Stable, and ridden to victory today by Corey Lannery. We'll take a short break and be back for the third race in just a minute or so.
ExpressBet brings you a whole new way to play the races. An easier, better way to wager on your favorite tracks. With a more streamlined interface for faster wagering. With more handicapping insights from our world-class experts. With more racetracks, nearly 200 to choose from. And with your personalized multi-view wagering screen, your tracks, your wager pad, and your video are all on one page. It's simply the best way to play the races. Your way. Welcome to ExpressBet. Your way to play.
The OBS March 2-year-old sale is the Grade 1 source to the world, with undefeated juvenile champion Asia Express in Japan, Grade 1 juvenile stakes winners by Conquistadore, Secret Compass, and Bondholder, King's Bishop winner Capo Bastone, and Breeders' Cup Sprint winner Secret Circle in North America. Make plans to find your next Grade 1 winner at the OBS Selected 2-year-old sale, March 10th and 11th. OBS, we measure success by performance.
The third race, originally scheduled for 7.5 furlongs on the turf, now moved to a sloppy main track. It's a maiden claiming event for maiden 4-year-olds and upwards. Scratch the 3 by the grace of God. The jockey on the 9 is Jose Caraballo.
They're off. And Swear came out running on the lead. From the inside, it's Minstrel Road with early speed. These two away the best. And Graffitist came out running in third right behind them. There goes the Culchi now on the far outside, all the way up into second. King Dixie is after that, and then Gridiron Great. And they're followed by Dark Winter. Jonathan C. is at the back of the field, racing 10 lengths off of front-running Swear. Dylan Davis and Swear lead the way up the backstretch. They ran a quarter in 22 3/5 seconds, and they're on top by a neck. The Culchi is right alongside in second, and then it's Minstrel Road just off the leaders in third. They're followed by Gridiron Great, Graffitist on the far outside, and they've left the others behind. It's a 7-length gap back to Dark Winter, and way behind are Jonathan C. and King Dixie. Around the far turn of 46 flat half mile, and it's Swear holding on to a narrow lead as Gridiron Great now circles up on the outside and runs strongly for the front. Gridiron Great's under a hand ride from Edgard Zayas, and they've taken the lead as they come to the top of the stretch. It is Gridiron Great in front. Minstrel Road runs at him on the outside though, and suddenly goes right on by. And Minstrel Road and Julien Leparoux have taken off for the wire. They are pulling away from Gridiron Great and the others. Minstrel Road rolls home to victory here by about 7 in the end over Gridiron Great. Swear was third, and then came Graffitist in fourth.
Number 1, Minstrel Road, drew off as much the best, owned by Hal Craft Stable LLC, trained by Eddie Keneally, and ridden to victory today by Julien Leparoux. The fourth race, 6 furlong starter, optional claimer for 4-year-olds and up. We have 2 scratches. Number 1, Tripolar, also scratch number 7, Grand Jet Setter.
They're off. County Gun goes out to take the lead. Rodan is out with speed to the inside. These two to the front with Mia's Rocket away running in third. Coming up the rail, it's Untethered in fourth. And in between horses is Crown's Dynasty. Quiz Wiz, the favorite, is last, but only 5 lengths off the lead as the field races toward the half-mile pole. And into the turn they go, where it's Rodan on the inside, battling up front. Rodan along the rail has the lead from County Gun, and these two continue to duke it out. They're nose to nose up front with 3 furlongs to run. They went 22-1 for the quarter. Crown's Dynasty is just off of them, and Quiz Wiz goes up on the far outside. And strong as Mia's Rocket in behind the leaders needs a bit of room. Untethered is last and now swung to the outside, and now it is Quiz Wiz who takes the lead after a 45 2/2 mile, and Quiz Wiz is in front. Mia's Rocket now moves up in between horses. County Gun is there, and on the far outside, Untethered is kicking it in late. Quiz Wiz to catch inside the final 16th from Mia's Rocket, and Untethered on the outside. Quiz Wiz holds on. Mia's Rocket second, and then Untethered and County Gun.
Number 8, Quiz Wiz solves this problem and scores for Ups and Downs Racing and Pedro Alarcon, trained by Monty Thomas, ridden to victory today by Jonathan Gonzalez. The fifth race, originally scheduled for 1 mile and 1/16 on the turf, now to be run on a sloppy main track. Starter allowance for 4-year-olds and up, scratch the 1, the 3, and scratch number 5 of Jefe Grande.
They're off. And it's On Mott who fires out fast. Cage Fighter and Uncle Gare on the outside. These three out for the lead. And Stall Walkin' Dude sits behind them, running in fourth early. Green Grass of Wyoming is fifth at this stage and 7 lengths off the lead, just ahead of Whisper on the Wind. On the first turn, On Mott the leader, a half a length over Cage Fighter. On their outside, Uncle Gare goes up 3 wide. Stall Walkin' Dude in behind the leaders in fourth after an opening quarter mile and a snappy 22 and 4/5 seconds. 5 lengths back to Green Grass of Wyoming, and Whisper on the Wind is at the back. On to the backstretch they go, 3 of them together. On Mott on the inside, Cage Fighter between, Uncle Gare outside of them, and Stall Walkin' Dude is not far behind, just a length and 3/4 off the lead. Green Grass of Wyoming is picking it up, now about 4.5 to make up, but Green Grass of Wyoming is moving toward the leaders now, and last of all is Whisper on the Wind. 45 and 3 for a half mile around the far turn, and on the far outside, here comes Green Grass of Wyoming, sweeping up outside the leaders now to engage Cage Fighter up top. On Mott is next. After briefly steadying, Stall Walkin' Dude swings up on the outside, and Uncle Gare is dropped back. Coming toward the top of the stretch, Green Grass of Wyoming is the leader after 3/4 in 1:10 and 2. And Cage Fighter continues to battle on the inside, and here comes Stall Walkin' Dude on the far outside. And now Stall Walkin' Dude goes up on the outside to take the lead. Stall Walkin' Dude from Green Grass of Wyoming and Cage Fighter coming down to the finish. Stall Walkin' Dude wins it. Then Green Grass of Wyoming, Cage Fighter, and On Mott.
Number 6, Stall Walkin' Dude closes the spring the upset and pays $43.60 to win. Owned by Hardacre Farm LLC, trained by Amy Tarrant, and ridden a victory today by Antokio Murgia. We'll take a short break and be back for the 6th race. In about a minute.
Racing towards the line, academic probation. She learned her lessons in the race, and she gets the diploma. Academic probation.
Here's Rank has privileges to the lead. Thunder Run on the outside. Ring Weekend backs up to second against the rail. Rank has privileges to win it.
Multiple Grade 1 stakes winner Einstein, sire of impressive debut winners at Keeneland and Churchill Downs in his first crop. Standing at Adena Springs.
A love of horses and a commitment to excellence have come together in the heart of Florida's Marion County. Owned by lifelong horseman Benjamin Leon Jr., Basilou Stables has assembled top-notch thoroughbreds, breeding and racing the champions of today and tomorrow. Breeders' Cup winner Royal Delta has thrilled the racing world with back-to-back wins in the Ladies' Classic. As a multi-year sponsor of the Fountain of Youth and the Florida Derby, Basilou Stables is a proud sponsor of Gulfstream Park.
Welcome back for the 6th race. It's a 6-furlong sprint on the sloppy main track. It's a starter optional claimer for 3-year-olds, and we have 1 scratch, and it's the number 2, Courage Belongs.
They're off. Take Time to Pray bounces out fast and takes the early lead. C&O away running in second. And then it's Wild Conceits on the inside, and He's Got Talent now goes up on the outside to be a joint second. El Botas is racing about 5 lengths off the lead early, 4 lengths farther back to Arangol, and Tabueno is last of them all. Moving for the turn, Take Time to Pray and Javier Castellano, a length and a half in front of C&O after a 22 and 1 opening quarter mile. El Botas on the move from third. He's Got Talent is backed off in fourth, 5 lengths off the lead. Then comes Wild Conceits, Arangol, and Tabueno continues to race at the back as they arrive at the quarter pole. Take Time to Pray continues to lead. Went a half mile in 44 and 4, and they're into the stretch, and it's Take Time to Pray 2 in front. C&O on the outside trying to make a race of it. A furlong to run. Take Time to Pray still going well. A 2-length lead on C&O, who's now guided to the inside as Take Time to Pray leads the way down to the wire and will win all the way. C&O was second, and then Wild Conceit Center Angle.
That's number 6, Take Time to Pray, scoring for Thoroughbred Acquisition Group, trained by Safi Joseph Jr., ridden to victory today by Javier Castellano. The 7th race, the main track, now upgraded to good. This one originally scheduled for the turf, 1 mile and 1/16 on that good main track. It's a maiden claiming event for 3-year-olds. Scratch the 2, 7, 8, 9, and number 10.
They're off. Laws of the City is sent to the front. Storm B on the inside's going to go with Laws of the City, and Rayonant is too, and these three move right along, and now Laws of the City will sit back in third. The pace appears to be pretty fast. Then Desinato to the outside. Legislation is after that, and Golden Nugget will sit at the back, 12 lengths off the lead. Up front, Rayonant and Storm B move on to the backstretch together. These two are stride for stride. Laws of the City 3 lengths off of them, 23 flat the opening quarter mile. Desinato follows in fourth, separated by Legislation by about 7 lengths. Then comes Golden Nugget at the back. They continue their way up the backstretch. Rayonant, Storm B. These two nose to nose on the lead. 2.5 to Laws of the City, joined by Desinato. And now these two creep closer to the top two, and the 4 of them are right together as they enter the turn. And now Legislation and Golden Nugget are 10 lengths behind. A half mile in 46 and 2/5 seconds. Storm B on the outside, Rayonant, and a 3 wide Laws of the City. Desinato is next, and suddenly here come Golden Nugget and Legislation together, and they have just gone right by everybody. They were 10 lengths behind the field at the back, and now they're 1-2 on the far turn. With a sudden rush to the front, it is now Legislation and Golden Nugget matching strides, and Desinato's going to be sent up after them, then Laws of the City, and they're into the stretch. And now here comes Desinato on the outside. Legislation between Golden Nugget at the rail, the 3 of them across the track. Desinato on the outside, on the inside Golden Nugget. It's going to be Desinato to win. Then Golden Nugget, Legislation, and Laws of the City.
Number 5, Desinato gets up under the shadow of the wire to win it for Horace Santa Maria de Ares, trained by Jose Garofalo, ridden to victory today by Edgard Zayas. The 8th race, 6 furlongs on a good main track. It's a claiming event. Fillies and mares, 4-year-olds and up, which have never won 2 races. No scratches or jockey changes to report.
They're off. Dixie Hot Shot, Pure Crazy Luck, and through on the inside, Making Havoc in Lake Michigan with early speed, and right in there too bears Dixie. On the far outside comes Lori's Image. Then it's 1,000 Watts, followed by Miss Victoria, and Nasty Cat is last as they approach the half-mile pole. Making Havoc has made the lead under Joel Rosario and completes an opening quarter mile in 22 and 2/5 seconds. Lake Michigan sits in second position, moving for the turn. Then Pure Crazy Luck, Dixie Hot Shot, Lori's Image, bears Dixie, who's steadied a bit, is now 6 lengths off the lead. 4.5 lengths more, and Nasty Cat is beginning to move up from the back of the field, but with plenty of work to do. And they're coming to the quarter pole, and Making Havoc is now 5 in front and under a hand ride at the top of the stretch. Ran 45 and 3 for a half mile. Pure Crazy Luck's trying to cut into the gap in second, and the others have work to do as Nasty Cat has moved up into third, but Making Havoc is well out in front. Making Havoc and Joel Rosario cleared to the wire. It's going to be Pure Crazy Luck second, and then came Nasty Cat in Lake Michigan.
Number 1, Making Havoc, cruises to victory, owned by Panic Stable LLC, trained by Jane Sibeli, ridden to victory today by Joel Rosario. We will take a short break and be back for the late Daily Double.
Expect ExpressBet brings you a whole new way to play the races. An easier, better way to wager on your favorite tracks. With a more streamlined interface for faster wagering. With more handicapping insights from our world-class experts. With more racetracks, nearly 200 to choose from. And with your personalized multi-view wagering screen, your tracks, your wager pad, and your video are all on one page. It's simply the best way to play the races. Your way. Welcome to ExpressBet. Your way to play.
If you've got your crew in Miller Lite, you've got Miller time.
It's Miller time!
But what if one of your crew is Ken Jeong?
Zoink!
What's with the pig?
Wait.
No way! Look at pig! Did you teach him that?
Yeah, I did. Sorry I'm late. I came straight from work. Man, this line's ridiculous. No joke. Ken! I'm that guy from that thing! Give me one. Miller Lite. Man, hey, wait.
It's not just a good time, it's Miller time.
The 9th race, scheduled for 1 mile and 1/16 on the turf, a move to the main track. It's a starter optional claiming event for 4-year-olds and up. Scratch the 1, the 3, the 5, number 7, number 8, number 9, and number 12. And the jockey on the 10 is Tony Mirage.
They're off. Ali Cantino with a fast break. On the far outside, 3-part Harmony. And right up there, too, is Broom Street, who's outrunning in third as they race for the turn. Then Romans Avenue, who's now 3.5 lengths off the lead. The last two are Vanquisher and Sir Leslie on the first turn, and Ali Cantino is the pacemaker. And 3-part Harmony's a length and a half behind in second. Romans Avenue and Broom Street are in behind them as they race on to the back stretch. And then it's Vanquisher and Sir Leslie at the back. The first quarter was 23 1/5 seconds. Ali Cantino maintains a half-length lead on 3-part Harmony up the back stretch. And then it's Romans Avenue, Broom Street on the inside, 4 lengths to Vanquisher, who is just to the outside of Sir Leslie. So they continue their run up the backstretch with Ali Cantino and 3-part Harmony, who's now come under a ride second on the outside. Then it's Broom Street third right in behind the leaders, followed by Romans Avenue. They went 46 2 for a half mile. It's 4 lengths more back to Sir Leslie, and Vanquisher not keeping up. Around the far turn, Ali Cantino by a length. Here comes Broom Street as 3-part Harmony is now back to third on the outside. Sir Leslie just kicked it in with 4 lengths to make up. Romans Avenue's had enough, and then comes Vanquisher, and they're coming to the quarter pole. And under a hand ride, Broom Street and Paco Lopez have taken the lead. 3 quarters in 1:11 flat, and Broom Street to the front at the top of the stretch. Pulling away now from Ali Cantino, who's back into second, and then comes Sir Leslie and 3-part Harmony. It's all Broom Street here. Paco Lopez sitting like a statue on Broom Street as they romp home to victory. Absolutely geared down to a flat-out walk under the wire. And then it was Ali Cantino, followed by Sir Leslie and 3-part Harmony.
Number 4, Broom Street, just sweeps away to win it for owner Roger Block, trained by Gerald Procino, ridden to victory today by Paco Lopez. 10th and final race, originally scheduled for 7.5 furlongs on the turf, now run on the main track at 7/8 of a mile. Starter optional claimer fillies, 3-year-old, scratch the 5, scratch the 6, scratch number 11. Poor etiquette.
They're off. Principessa Gina to the front. B. Wayne defying gravity on the far outside. Coming on through her Early Glory and Ultraviolet from the rail. And then it's back to Fortune Pearl. At the back are Slazara and Marnesia Wild Air as the field runs up the backstretch. And now Ultraviolet's the leader. On top by a length and a half as they continue up the backstretch, defying gravity second to the outside. B. Wayne is in third. That first quarter was 23 seconds flat. After that, Principessa Gina, who's fourth with a half mile to go, 2.5 lengths ahead of Early Glory. And then it's Fortune Pearl. Marnesia Wild Air and Slazara is the trailer. Ultraviolet on top on the far turn by a length and a half. Principessa Gina, second on the move now. Back to third is Defying Gravity. And then comes B. Wayne, Early Glory. Fortune Pearl's going 4 wide. Slazara's in behind them, and Marnesia Wild Air, all in pursuit of Ultraviolet, who's run 46 3 for a half mile and turns for home in charge. Ultraviolet and Juan Leyva with a 4-length lead right on the rail. Fortune Pearl second to the outside, and then Marnesia Wild Air in the center of the track in Slizara. Past the 16th pole, and it's Ultraviolet. Ultraviolet and Juan Leyva coming home on top, and then came Fortune Pearl, followed by Slizara, Marnesia Wild Air, and close for 5th between B. Wayne and Principe Sagina.
The gray streaks under the wire. That's number 4, Ultraviolet, owned by Pinnacle Racing Stables, trained by Bill Kaplan, ridden to victory today by Juan Leyva. In the pick 4, 4-4, 343.75. The pick 5, 5 of 5, $2,789.30. 4 of 5, $29.35. Pick 6, only 5 of 6, paid $652.64. Huge carryover, $698,864.21.
That wraps up Thursday's action. Friday, we'll do it once again, and it's going to be a great day. 10 races. Good night and good luck.